How about it, fellas? It's Earl, and I'm finally back after a few days off, here with another gameplay commentary. It's a Hardpoint right here. I'm in a 3v3 with me, Yo Rock, and one of my buddies I play with pretty often. Sorry for not uploading the past few days. Like I told you in my other video, I was busy. Had to take care of some things, had to get things squared away. But anyway, I'm back now. And as promised, I'm gonna tell you about my story that I've been anxious to tell you about. But it's about Sasquatch. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I'm from Alabama. I've been born and raised here. I've been in the woods, been around everywhere, and I never in my life ever have I believed in the ever so elusive Sasquatch. I didn't believe in Sasquatch, Bigfoot, Yetis, abominable snowman, none of that. I barely believed in bears. No, I'm just kidding. I've seen bears all the time. Anyway, but, I never believed it. I've never even thought of them. I've seen, TV shows, Finding Bigfoot on History Channel and all that. I didn't never believe any of it. But, let's see, how can I start? I was watching, it was an Auburn game. I can't even remember who they was playing now, but it was an Auburn game, and I was watching it. And I was living on the lake at the time, and I had a sliding glass door that went out my side room, from the living room, went out the side. And I had my picnic table set up out there, and I just turned my TV around from where I could just sit on my picnic table. I was just sitting there relaxing, watching the game, Well, halftime rolled around, and I was like, man, I'm hungry. So I ordered me some Chinese food. Get back to the house after I picked up the food. I'm sitting there, get ready to eat. And I look around, I ain't got nothing to drink. So I gotta go back in the house and get me a Pepsi. Come back out there. And y'all, I ain't lying to you. This thing here that I was looking at, it took me, I couldn't believe my eyes. I had a few drinks. And I thought I was hallucinating or something. I had no idea what was going on. But I promise you, it was every bit at least 12 foot tall. This thing was huge. And it had broad, wide shoulders. Real wide shoulders. And it was eating my Chinese. I had seen a little bit and read in books and all sorts of stuff about Bigfoot. And they say when you see one, you're supposed to rough talk him. Well, I did. So I yelled at him. I said, get away from my Chinese. I was yelling at him. I was being loud like a bee. He wasn't even budging. He was just sitting there just digging in my Chinese food. So I more yelled and more he didn't even respond. And I had an old axe handle sitting right there in the corner. So I picked up that axe handle and I threw it like a frisbee. Hit him right between his eyes. And finally he looked up and he made a god-awful noise. I can't even come close to comparing to trying to reenact the sound he made, but it was awful. And about that time, he looked at me, and then he let out another roar of some sort, and then he just took off running, and he jumped in the lake. Yeah, he jumped in the lake. I'm talking about this thing 12 foot tall and jumped in the lake and had swam off. He just clear out, swam away. Well, I was in shock. I didn't know what to do. So I called up one of my buddies. And he's big in the spotlighting. He got all kinds of spotlight. He done got in trouble about 4 or 5 times with the game warden for spotlighting deer out of season and all. But so I called him over there, and he come over there and he said, Earl, I think you lying to me and all this, that, and other. And I explained him what, told him what happened, told him what went on and all that. He told me he thought I was lying, but I'm telling him the truth. I wouldn't lie to him. So he gets the spotlight, and we out there, and we just shine a little bit, nothing happened. So he ended up watching the rest of the game over there with me. I didn't even eat my Chinese food. He devoured it. There wasn't even nothing left after Sasquatch got hold of it. But, it blew my mind. It's crazy to think that you don't believe in something. You have this dead in your mind that it's not real, and then lo and behold, you see it. It's spooky, man. I'm telling you, it's a crazy experience. But it was, ooh. And another thing, that thing's hair, whoa, its hair was gorgeous. It had gorgeous hair. It was long. It was like a light caramelish brown, and the moonlight was hitting him, and I was like, my gosh, the world that we done got into. I mean, it was something else now. But anyway, that's about it from a Sasquatch story. On to another thing. You know, still working on my uploading. I plan on uploading as many videos as I can this weekend. Try to get caught up and try to upload as many as I can next week and all. This map right here is actually a when it's in a 3v3 multi-team, 3v3v3. Me and Yo Rock and Dr. RQ187. Me, he's good buddies. Me and Rock, we've been playing with him for a while now. You know, we were just dominating them. But see, I actually go 40 and 13. I know I died a lot, but I mean, I was doing good. Then here at the end, you'll see, or towards the end of the video, I die about, you know, 4, 5, 6 times. I don't know, just stupid deaths. I was just trying to get more kills, and I just run out there in the middle of these this LMG. I'm working on these LMGs, getting them diamond. Let's see, I've already got my MK48. I got it gold. See, I think 2 games ago, before I uploaded this, I got it. I got my QBB, the gun I'm using here. I got it gold. So now, instead of using the LSAT, which in my opinion, between the LSAT and the MK, which one's the best? My favorite one's the MK. But I just went ahead and started using a hammer. I've played a few games with it. I'm starting to like it. I had never really used it before. Actually, none of the LMGs. None of the Call of Duties have I ever used the LMGs. Well, I mean, MW2, I used the AUG H-bar just a little bit. But it was kind of like a hybrid, really. It didn't have a big clip and everything, similar to the QBB. But I mean, I've always been an assault rifle guy, and you know, I turned into you know, just trying something new here, ran it and stumbled upon these LMGs. Man, I fell in love. I don't know if any of you've ever tried them out, but if you will, you give them a try, man. It's fun to use something you've never used before, and then you know, you find out it's real good, and you can pull some good games with it and all. But I've never been into SMGs. I'm not much of a rusher. Run in there, you know, slay them. That's your Rock's job. I've turned into more of the defensive player than I have. I don't do it so much on this match right here. I mean, but if you ever use an LMG, try this for me, guys. Use it with a dual band. It's amazing. It has no recoil. But anyway, guys, this game's wrapping up. Hope you enjoyed my Sasquatch story. I'll see you later. It's Earl.